Hello my friends, I'm Rich Larson and I'm the IRC Tire Guy. Today we'll be doing a full ride-in review of the two-stroke performance ECU Re-Flash and new high-performance head, a newly installed product on my 2021 Gas EC300. Now I first want to explain my thought process on testing this product. I've owned and tested quite a few TPIs, and we've mentioned this before in previous episodes, but they all seem to run a little bit different. Again, the fact is, two identical bikes will run different no matter the brand or fuel delivery system, whether it be carb or TPI. It's just the way it is. Each bike will have its own personal feel, but I suppose from my perspective, two identical TPIs are a little further apart than say two identical traditionally carbureted machines. That being said, it's always necessary to adjust your style to fit the machine you are riding. And as I've adjusted and adapted to this new 2021 Gas EC300, I've thoroughly enjoyed testing this machine. And more importantly, the stock Gas has absolutely impressed me. I still stand by my statement that the TPIs are getting better and better. I am 100% sure that this Gas is the best stock performing TPI I personally have ever owned or ridden. And I have ridden quite a few, but could it run better? Like every TPI, or scratch that, every motorcycle I've ridden, yes, I believe it could run better. That is where two-stroke performance comes into play. Quickly, two-stroke performance is originally an Australian company. They obviously specialize in two-stroke motorcycles. They became quite popular for their high-performance two-stroke heads, and now, with the introduction of the TPI two-strokes, the ECU Re-Flash and new head, these guys are true two-stroke enthusiasts. Late last year, due to high demand, they introduced South Bay Moto Performance in San Jose, California as their official TSP distributor. Basically, you don't have to ship your ECU to Australia for a Re-Flash. South Bay Moto Performance reached out to me to honestly test one of these TSP kits, and I jumped at the opportunity. The fact is, I've never tested anything other than stock TPI setups, and I'm very excited to share all the info that I found. So we dynoed the stock machine, removed the ECU, shipped it, and patiently waited. Now I, living in Utah, shipped my ECU on Thursday and got the complete kit back on Saturday. Really a one-day turnaround. The kit included a low compression head that I specifically asked to test first, and we'll talk about that in a second. A different spark plug, idle screw modification, and of course, the two-stroke performance remapped ECU. This is a simple installation that the average guy can easily do. South Bay Moto Performance also has full technical info and directions on everything you may need to know on their website. And if you're like me and you don't like working on bikes, bring it down to the Moto station where they'll gladly install it for you and even dyno it so you can see the hard number differences if you want them to. After the installation, we immediately dyno tested a few different combinations of pipes with the new ECU Re-Flash and low compression head. All of that dyno info will be on the next episode. The dyno numbers are important. It's always good to have hard percentage increase data, but in my opinion, more important is the hands-on performance impression that the dyno really can't give you. The feeling and perception of the machine in the gnarliest situations, and that's where we did the testing. So let's get into that. Even the initial start of the machine after installation was noticeably different. You could audibly hear a cleaner, smoother power delivery. Even on the dyno, as the RPMs increased, the machine had a noticeably cleaner sound. After the dyno test, I had to do a few wheelies in the parking lot of the Moto station just to feel the power delivery. In the first 5 seconds of riding, I could tell that this was a large improvement over stock. Now, let's talk about that low compression head. A lot of guys have already asked me, why did I choose a lower compression head over a high compression? Really, for hard enduro, I'm always looking for a smoother power. I really don't want a super snappy machine. I'm looking for maximum traction all the time. A low compression head, simply put, makes less work for the piston. It makes makes it easier for the piston to turn over and can actually give you a more tame power, which really can help you in the situations where you're looking for that maximum traction. I'm not really looking to seat bounce triples out of the corner. I'm looking to tractor my machine through the worst conditions. My ability to do this with the low compression head has been noticeably increased over stock. It should be noted, I do intend on testing both the medium and high compression heads from TSP in the future, but the smoothing of the power from both the low compression head and the remapped ECU has created the TPI that I have been searching for. I still have just as much snap off the bottom, if not more than stock, but to me, most importantly, is the ability to hold traction. My machine lugs forward with pure, controllable, tractable power delivery that is an improvement over stock. As I mentioned before, from my perspective, my stock machine has been the best TPI I've personally ever owned. With this new TSP kit, the bar has undoubtedly been raised. I do intend on testing different ECUs from different companies in the future, but with this performance, it leaves me questioning, can it get any better? If you guys are enjoying the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at IRC Moto and my personal Instagram page at RichLarson511. And until next time, keep shredding.